Star State, an AL West matchup on the show. It's the Los Angeles Angels and the Texas Rangers.
And now,
first pitch coming at you right after the break. All right, just about set to go. And pitching in this game, Brandon Parra. And singing, as you know, he took home the AL Cy Young Award last year.
Well, Boog, he was healthy last year and gained a tremendous amount of confidence. He took a big step forward last season. I think he'll take another one this season.
So in now for the Angels, David Fletcher. The pitch. That one misses, and we are underway.
1-0. First pitch, 7:06.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
That's a strike, and it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a pitch. On the ground. And foul ball. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. The pitch. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Cabrera has a beat on it. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting second, the third baseman,
Edmundo Sosa, the next to hit for the Angels. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2 now. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely. And I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field. Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Good job getting the foot down so he could catch it out front and pull it. Turned on it nicely for the knock. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
And now it's Juan Soto. Homered last night, added another hit as well. And takes low for ball 1. That one hammered, but pulled foul. The 1-1. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The 1-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Sosa over at first with one away. And another ball.
This guy's a fun guy to
Why
watch.
are you serious?
He just
He didn't go?
battles
Hold
up there.
on,
He doesn't
man,
take
what?
a pitch off at all.
What?
Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Get your ass out of there.
Getting a good look at the pitcher here in the first inning isn't a bad thing. I know he struck out, but you can live with that as long as the other hitters in this lineup can learn something from it.
Hunter Renfroe at the plate. Good power. Not great in the OBP department. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Well, they're really running up the pitch count in this first inning. Lots of confidence from this team that is perhaps the hottest in baseball right now.
Next one misses, and 1-1.
Looks like he was trying to get to the front door with that curveball. It's definitely a finesse pitch, but it backed up a little bit on him and stayed inside.
Here's a 1-1. Foul ball. And he deals. Tries to hold up, appeal to first. Nope, he held back. Two. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Next offering upstairs.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. Swings and misses, struck him out. Angels strand one, and now the Rangers will get their shot in a scoreless ball game. Back after this on the show. Bottom of the first, here's Leody Taveras.
For the Rangers, the right fielder, Leody Taveras.
That one down the line. Drury takes it to the bag. One up, one down.
Batting second, the designated hitter, Adalberto.
Adalberto Mondesi up to the plate. 2 for 8 in the series so far. Hit on the ground to the right side. And it's through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Here's Christian Arroyo batting 4 for 6 in the series. Over to first, and he saved. Singy Reed Detmer's 10th overall pick in the 2020 draft. You're talking about a guy who is a really good player at Louisville, and in his rookie year, he authored a no-hitter. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. The 1-1 is fouled off. Pickoff move to first. Mondesi back in.
Yeah, and in that rookie year with the nasty curveball, struck out 122 in 129 innings pitched. That's almost a strikeout per inning.
An Illinois kid, but he grew up a Cardinals fan when he was 11. That ends the inning, so we take a break. So the Rangers are kept quiet in the first. Inning number 2 from Arlington coming up with no score. Back here at the ballpark, and now the DH, Taylor Ward.
The designated hitter, Taylor Ward.
And the pitch. And it's through for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
Brandon Drury to the plate. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
My cutter kind of all over the place. I'm not being able to hit that mark. Let's go. Gotta take a little speed off that shit.
No score here in the second. Next offering is foul.
There we go. That's what I want to hit right there.
And the righty deals. On the ground, right side. On to Simeon.
That's on me. I was supposed to keep running.
Great.
That's on me, baby. That's on me. I was so caught up to see if he was going to happen. I was tripping. I'm supposed to keep running. That's on me. That's on me, team. I got this. I was so caught up in seeing if he was going to make the play, I forgot to keep running.
There's the strike.
0-1's the count.
Drury leads off first with one away. The next pitch misses, and that's ball 1. Mike Fillmore, our plate umpire. Very consistent with his zone, Chris. Gets a lot of praise for that.
He does, Boog, and I think that with any umpire, you really just want them to be consistent. Fillmore's a guy that does a good job back there in that way, so people around the league really appreciate his consistency.
Ooh, gave him one right down the middle. That was dangerous.
Right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. Not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
The 1-2. Hit weakly on the ground towards second. On to Simeon. On to Tellez, and the double play ends the inning. One hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. We're tied, 0-0. Welcome back. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here's the first baseman, Rowdy Tellez. The big lefty turns, kicks, deals. That one missed. Fouled off. He was late. Kicks and fires. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch to plate lately. We've all seen the defensive shift make a big difference in defending against pull hitters, but it's not foolproof. He pulled it as expected, but he found a hole that time.
Now the left fielder, Oswaldo Cabrera. 3 for 8 in the series coming in. The next offering misses. 2-1. Runner at first with no outs here. Strike 2. just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Struck him out looking. Now it's Marcus Semien.
The shortstop, Marcus Semien.
The pitch. And that's outside.
Ball 2.
Inside, and it hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
You know what, Boog? If you're at the plate in that spot, you take it. You're fighting against the strikeout, trying to stay alive. But that pitch took the guesswork right out of it.
Next to hit, Sam Huff. Swing and a ball popped up. Tosses to first, and there are 2 outs.
Batting it, the third baseman.
Here's Josh Young. No hits in the shutout last night.
Well, there's a reason why he's at the bottom of the order, struggling as of late. But a knock here would be a huge lift for him and for his team.
In the dirt, but kept close. Well done behind the dish. Two on, 2 outs. That one is absolutely belted.
Yeah, Young. Let's go. Let's go. What they talking about? You ain't about that life, Young. Let's show them what you talking about, boy.
3-0.
Let's go.
Blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat.
That's why I'm talking. He pointed, Cabrera like pointing at him like, hey, it's all that noise talking about why he in the 8th, man. So I was just saying in my head, I remember when Young was a rookie, he was supposed to be promising. I'm glad he back here. You know what I'm saying? He's still here. Let's go.
Gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
So 2 down. Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. That's in there. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
2 strikes.
And that skips in the dirt. Laboring here. About to throw his 30th pitch of the inning. Bounce to the right side. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. We head on now to the top of the 3rd. It's the Rangers 3 and the Angels nothing. New inning getting started. Now here is number 94. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. The right-hander back to work. Pitch is in there, and that is strike 1.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
And the 0-2. Next offering misses down and away.
Off like a business up here. Hey.
One and 2 now. Just misses with that one.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Next one just misses. 3 and 2 now. The pitch. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Come on, ref.
Close pitch there, but you got to forget about that call if you're out on the mound. You can't let it affect you going forward. You got to get out of the inning first, and then if you want to be frustrated, take it out in the dugout.
Number 95 in the box now. No balls and a strike.
0-1.
Nobody out. Runner at first. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal the base. But right here, they successfully move that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
The 0-2. Hard hit, right side. He'll do it himself, and one away in the top of the third. Here's David Fletcher. Flied out his first time. That one's in there, 0-1.
Gotta go right after the ass with a man on third.
One away with a runner at third.
You don't want to get nothing up. You don't want to give a ground ball, nothing. You want to strike out. Oh, shit.
Base hit and a run comes in.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Good extension on that swing. Took the pitch on the outside part of the plate and drove it up the middle. He let it travel just enough.
That's a good hit, man. That ball wasn't in a nice spot. That's a good hit. It was in the corner. Slider, too. He ain't throwing a slider. I'll go.
Mundo Sosa.
You got to go. Double play.
There's one. And they bounce into
Good pitcher, know how to get it done. Let's go.
The third. So it's one run on one base hit. No errors. No one left. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Rangers 3 and the Angels 1. And welcome back as we go to the last of the third. And the batter now, Leody Taveras.
Been a rough start on the mound for this guy. His third inning so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of length in this one. Well, these Rangers doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. They're hitting everything thrown at them. Their contact rate is in the low 90s. It's like they know what's coming, and that's just pretty ridiculous what they're doing right now. Those numbers are well above the major league average.
Wind of the pitch. Swings through it for the K. Had him out front for strike 3.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner when with 2 strikes you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
So next to hit for Texas, Adalberto Mondesi. And he's already singled in this game. On the ground right side. Gathers and throws to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, second baseman, Christian Arroyo.
Up next for the Rangers, Christian Arroyo. He's 0 for 1. Here's a 1-1. Line drive, base hit.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
2 outs, runner at first. Here's Rowdy Tellez. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Line drive, base hit. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Everything came together for him. Nice line drive to the full side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
First and third, 2 away. Next up for Texas, Oswaldo Cabrera. A switch hitter batting right. And it's filled up.
If you're going to be a championship type of ball club, you've got to hit with runners in scoring position. And after last night's struggles, I'm sure these guys are chomping at the bit to have this kind of opportunity here early in this game.
Here comes a pitch. He goes down looking. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get him home. On to inning number 4. It's the Rangers 3 and the Angels 1. Back here at the ballpark, all set for the start of the inning. Here's Juan Soto. Chris, Juan Soto's one of the best young hitters we've seen come along in a long time. Of course, helped the Nationals to win the World Series in 2019, and he won the batting title at .351 in that shortened 2020 season. 0-1 now. Line drive, and that's a base hit to right.
Now batting, right fielder, Hunter.
Now it's Hunter Renfroe. His first at bat was a strikeout.
Well, I mean, his at-bats are so quality. We talk about professional hitter, professional at-bats. He gives those to you all the time. I just love his plate coverage. Not afraid to use the opposite field. And when you have a guy that can do that, he's going to hit a whole lot in terms of slug, average, on-base percentage as well.
Ball and a strike. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
I got him right where I want him. I'm all over the place. I done went high, left, right. What's coming up next? Right back to where we got you the first time. He looking for the dope play ball. He up high. Get your ass out of here. We ain't playing with you, Renfroe.
It becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it.
Show my highlight. They ain't push no button. They just give me on my highlight. Go back to work. Go back to work. Messing with their head. Change up high. Get into the head of a pitcher. Let you know what I'm thinking about up here. Change up high. Change up inside. We got that jump throw.
There's one.
Oh, let's go. Let's go.
1 hit in the inning, but no one left. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Rangers 3 and the Angels 1. Welcome back. Bottom of the 4th. Here is Marcus Semien.
The shortstop, Marcus Semien.
The 1-1. And fouled off. Out towards right center field. Pulls up on it, and that's a base hit.
The catcher, number 55, Sam.
Man at first, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Sam Huff, 0 for 1 so far. The 1-1. Semien aboard here at first with nobody out. At the belt and fires. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
I think he might have gotten away with one right there. That was a very hittable pitch right over the heart of the plate, and I know that batter is kicking himself right now. Would like to get that pitch again. Just pulled the string on it, and the deception gets him the K.
There's a strike. Activity in the bullpen for the Angels. Number 59 getting ready to go. Silson getting cranked up as well. And a ball and 2 strikes. Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
The 1-1. Good eye right there. And there's a ball.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
(3-1) is on the way. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Not what he wanted to do right there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive, puts a runner into scoring position, and a chance for this offense to add on to their lead.
So next to hit for Texas, Leody Taveras. 2-1 pitch is in there, and the count is even.
And this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and he's down on strikes for the second time today. Rangers leave a pair as the lead remains 3-1. Ready now for the 5th inning. So in now for the Angels, Brandon Drury.
23. Brandon Drury.
Parra back to work. And that's in for a strike.
You know, these Angels, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Got him. Down on strikes, and he knew it.
Well, that was a pretty poor at bat. He just never got the bat off his shoulder. I mean, you got to go up there looking to swing at some point, especially once you're down 0-2. And at that point, make an adjustment, look to put the ball in play if it's anywhere close. And I'm just not sure what the plan was there.
Reese McGuire, the next to hit for the Angels. Fly ball to right. Taveras settles under it. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Now batting.
And next for L.A., number 94.
Neto.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
Now the 0-1. There's a swing and a miss.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Angels held in check, and they still trail it here 3-1. New pitcher in the game for the Angels, number 59.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing the work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the ball.
Adalberto Mondesi.
Kicks and deals. Try to get him to chase on the changeup that time. That catches the top part of the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. He swung over top of the curveball.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
And now 2 balls and a strike. They say you win. One down, base is empty. Next offering is outside. And a pitch. And that's ball four.
Outside, ball four.
Pretty good spot on the outside, but just couldn't quite clip the zone. That's a stone cold take.
Man at first with one gone. And now it's Rowdy Tellez. Swings and misses. And it's 2-2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Next pitch misses way outside. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Man, I love that route. The ball was smoked. He knew he had to get back to the track right away. Turned his back on the infield. Got to the spot, turned around, and made a nice catch.
Oswaldo Cabrera will hit next. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Right-hander kicks, deals. Just missed. The count 2-1. There's a swing and a drive. Gone.
Let's go.
Nice one out to right. Home run number 5 on the season, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 5-1.
Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something. But really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
And now Marcus Semien. Check swing, and he held up. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 2.
He can live up in the zone all game if guys will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Two now. Semien waits.
Full count.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Right-handed reliever. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Fights it off. He'll see another. The pitch. And he walked him.
Picture me.
Boog, do you think you could draw a walk in the bigs if we gave you enough at bats?
Oh, that's a good question. I think that if they gave the pitcher a false scouting report on me, yes, I think I could draw a walk. And a 1-1.
Ball 2.
Simeon off of first with 2 away.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Swings through that one for strike 2. And the right-hander deals. Got him swinging. 2 runs on 1 hit, the 2-run homer. We're through 5. It's the Rangers 5 and the Angels 1. And welcome back. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6 at the plate. Number 95. The pitch. That's inside.
Oh, that's off the plate.
Out there to center. Grisham sprinting for this one. Got it. Really had to move for that grab. And there's 1 away. And next for the Angels, David Fletcher.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
Fletcher, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he won a Gold Glove in 2025. Next offering is in for a strike. Lifted in the air, right center field. Arroyo on his horse. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down.
Well, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where are you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Sosa lays off down low as he digs in for the 3rd time.
Well, certainly doing his very best out there on the mound to bring that win streak to a halt.
That one's in there. That's strike 1.
Not sure if he could be in more of a groove. Looks really relaxed. He's retired 7 straight. This guy's feeling it right now.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Two and 1 now. There's a strike.
2-2 to count.
Two now. On the ground to the left. Throw over to Tellez. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing here this half. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Rangers 5 and the Angels 1. Back here at the ballpark, bottom of the inning. Now, Josh Young.
The 3rd baseman, Josh Young.
The punch out there, and that's the 1st out.
The center fielder, number
Trent
1.
Grisham digs in now. He's 0 for 1.
Grisham.
And it is 2 and 1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
And now a full count. And there's ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Check on the runner. Taveras dives back in safely. Taveras leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Another throw over, and he's back again. First offering, runner goes. Pitch in for a strike, low throw, and he can't dig it out.
Well, you can't fault the defense for not paying enough attention. They threw over a few times, but he just
Leote fast, boy.
Timing. He was able to swipe the bag. Nice job of base running right there.
The 1-2. And a ball evens the count. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. No runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 left. We're through 6 full. It's the Rangers 5 and the Angels 1. Top of inning number 7. Juan Soto now.
The left fielder.
The Angels in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at bat out of him right here.
Parra back to work. Ball 1 there.
Talk about the right guy at the right spot. They really need a rally, and this guy is someone you can believe in to find a way to get on base.
And another ball.
2-0 count. You really don't want to give in here.
So he even laughing at me. He got them 2 good calls. So he know he, boy, say, watch him do him.
Into this count.
And there's the strike.
Big at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
Two. And it goes just foul. And a pitch. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
High heat inside.
Righty to the plate. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
The 2-2 on the way. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
Two now. And that one is lifted in the air. Grisham settles under it. He makes the grab, and there's one away.
Now batting, the right fielder, Hunter.
Now it's Hunter Renfroe. That's in there. Strike one. Swing and a miss
0-2.
as he was out front that time. The 0-2. And ball one.
Too high, man. Not where I was aiming for. Now he just seen the speed. Now it's dangerous. Hold on. Give it to him one more time. One more time.
The 1-2.
That's a ball.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
Next offering misses.
And when you go
3-2.
across the plate, that means you went for that thing. Come on, Tink. Come on, Red.
And the pitch. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
Taylor.
And now Taylor Ward.
Pick up the double play.
For two.
Fast inside.
And that's in there for strike one.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
The 0-2. That one ripped. And there's two away.
The first baseman, number 23, Brandon Drury.
So up next, Brandon Drury.
Went down looking.
Brandon versus
pitches
Brandon,
last
hand to hand.
time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
In there, and it's 0-1.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in at bats. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced in this one.
Oh, and 2 now. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Oh, and 2 now. Got it by him for the K. Starting to run out of outs as they're unable to chip away. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Rangers 5 and the Angels 1. Welcome back. Set for the last half of the 7th. Here's the second baseman, Christian Arroyo. Edge of the zone for a strike. Going to count 1-2. Action in the Angels bullpen. Diego Castillo getting loose out there. Garcia, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Here's a 1-2. Stays alive. Next offering is in the dirt. And he deals. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And that's outside. Here comes a 3-2. This one in the air center field. Makes the grab, one down.
Up next for the Rangers, the first baseman,
Rowdy Tellez stepping in for the Rangers. One now.
2-1.
And a foul ball. The pitch. Swung on, belted. That one's got a chance. Gone. That'll fire up the dugout. It's his 8th home run of the year. And they add a run. It's 6-1. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrist to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the lock, and gets the home run.
Chase Silseth gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Well, he's been a bit of a wild card out there in terms of throwing strikes. He's definitely struggled with free passes this year.
So 1 out, nobody on. Oswaldo Cabrera getting ready to hit. He's already homered in this game. Swings and misses. And the count 1-2. The wind and the pitch. That one just misses. The wind to kick the pitch. In the dirt. McGuire to first in time. Yeah, they get the out.
3rd time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
The 2-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Good eye in that spot. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Cut on and miss, struck him out, and that ends the inning. 1 hit in the inning, a solo homer. 8th inning coming up. It's the Rangers 6 and the Angels 1. We go to the 8th, and now here is Reese McGuire.
Reese McGuire.
Parra still out there to pitch the 8th and working with a big lead.
He's been excellent, really on his game in this one, and at this point he wants to finish what he started.
And that is cut on and missed. That's strike 1. Is there a debate to be had about shutting him down, maybe to preserve some bullets given the score?
Absolutely. When you consider over the course of a long season, guys putting a lot of stress on that elbow, on that shoulder, but you also have to pry the ball out of a hand of a guy like this because he's so competitive. And
a 1-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Next one misses. Now 2-2. Next offering upstairs. Left-hand hitter waits. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
So digging in, number 94. They say you win.
0-1.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Man, he is just dialed in right now. Every pitch thrown with so much conviction.
And here it comes. And now 1-2.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Ground ball up the middle. Arroyo whips it to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. So in now for the Angels, number 95.
Bryce Teodosio.
He swings and fouls one off. Yo one.
Ball 1.
Foul ball there. The 1-2. Yeah, the 1-2 misses to even the count. That's down and in. Two outs. And that's ball 4.
Nope. Ball 4.
Didn't miss by much right there. Just couldn't get the call off the inside corner.
There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Righty reliever out of the pen, Nick Sandlin. He last pitched 2 days ago.
Nick Sandlin.
David Fletcher, the next to hit for the Angels. 1 for 3. In there at the knees, 1-2.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Kicks and fires. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Left field. Cabrera settles underneath it. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. So a job well done from the Rangers bullpen that time. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Rangers 6 and the Angels 1. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Now the catcher for the Rangers, Sam Huff. Here's a 1-1. That one missed. Movement in the bullpen. Diego Castillo appears to be getting loose. Next pitch is outside. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. McGuire makes the catch for the out, and there's one down.
The third baseman, number 6, Josh Young.
And here is Josh Young. He's already homered here in this one. Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-2. This one high in the air to left center. Number 95 ranges to his right, grabs it on the run. And there are 2 down.
The center fielder, number 1. Trent.
2 outs, base is empty. Trent Grisham stepping in for the Rangers. The 1-1. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Drury settles under it and makes the play, and that's out number 3. Nothing doing for the Rangers. They lead it though 6-1. And welcome back. Now the third baseman, Edmundo Sosa. And when you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2.
Stud. When you look at players like this, you play that hot corner. Got to be pretty courageous over there with the way balls come off the bat. That's the kind of guy that every year you expect him to be in the All-Star game and have a Gold Glove, if not a Platinum Glove.
Next offering is down low. So what are the skills you look for that make a really good defensive third baseman that elite?
Well, Boog, one of the things I think about immediately are just the feet. Does he have good feet? Is he able to quickly react? And when you have good feet, you've got soft hands. And soft hand defenders are able to make tough plays look easy.
The 1-1. And a foul ball. And the righty deals. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Sosa on at first. Nobody out. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
The right fielder, number 12.
And now the right fielder, Hunter Renfroe. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Booth, get back on track. His team needs him.
Ball to strike. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And down on strikes he goes, and that is the ball game.
I don't care if you're a top team or you're a middle-of-the-pack team. Every ball club wants to be dominant at home. Winning a game like this just helps to boost the confidence and makes you look forward to coming out again for the next one.
6-1 is your final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Rangers,